It's game day on the campus of Liberty University, and emotions are high. For senior running back DJ Abnar, this is his final season with the Flames.
I know I'm going to actually look out in the crowd and say, this is the last year for me.
Holla at your boy. We hustle, 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 hustle. Holla at your boy. We hustle, 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 hustle.
It's the last time, but I think it's the right time.
The timing is right for one of DJ's biggest fans as well. His father, Derrington Abnar Sr., will watch him play college football for the first time.
I've caught a couple of games on TV, but it's not the same as seeing it live.
It sounds funny, it sounds weird, but I'm excited for him.
Two men who share the same name also share the same love of football. The father played at the University of Georgia. The son, as you already know, at Liberty. So why has it taken so long for this moment to happen?
I guess it's like it's a change in our relationship, and it's a growth moment.
When DJ was born, his father was playing football and living in Georgia, while DJ and his mother, Rashana, lived in Florida.
Growing up, he wasn't always there. My mom really, took the role of being a father and a mother for about 10 years.
Besides taking care of DJ, Ashana was a full-time college student.
We didn't have a car while she was in college, so we walked everywhere. And in Florida, it's hot. Sometimes it would be 95 degrees outside, and we would walk from the house, and I would go sit in class with her while she was in class, or while she was at work, I would sleep on the benches. She did anything she could, kind of make ends meet for myself.
It was during that time that DJ's father left Georgia for North Dakota State, with hopes of restarting his football career.
At that time, it was almost as if he had disappeared too. We talked a lot from probably about 2 till I was about 5 or 6, and then he disappeared again. I felt like maybe I might have been too much. I had anger. Anybody talked about a dad, I don't know. My mom's my dad. She's my superhero. My dad is this, my dad can go kick rocks,
More caught up in myself and trying to kind of figure out life, so you kind of, I'm not gonna say you put it on the back burner, but you kind of get caught up in your own personal agenda.
Derrington said it was more than selfishness that kept him away from his son. He was scared.
Trying to figure out how I was gonna be able to provide and to be there for him, not just from a financial standpoint, but, for whatever he would need to make him whole. I just wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do that, because at that time, I didn't have the proper tools.
It was hard. It was hard because I didn't accept a lot of people into my life. I made a lot of friends, but it wasn't like, oh, that's my great friend. Yeah, I get to go hang out with my buddy today. But when my mom came home, it was all about, I'm going to go lay with my mom in her bed. I slept with my mom until I was about 7, 8. That's because I always wanted her to know that I had her back just as much as she had mine.
Years pass, DJ gets a little older, and his father starts to see life very differently.
I really started to feel like I wasn't in touch with him, so I really kind of didn't know who he was. After a while, I was just like, we need to repair this.
He invited DJ to stay with him for a week in Sarasota, but would he accept?
No. I had lost all care about that relationship. I had lost everything you can ever imagine a kid to ever say no to his father. You could see the hurt in his eyes. You could see that he understood the pain that he put me through.
In time, both father and son connected and started to care for each other.
I think the easiest thing is to do what comes natural.
He would talk about me playing football to his friends, talk me to his wife. He would talk about everything that I was doing. He was so proud of me.
But in the summer of 2014, The connection that DJ and his father had spent years building would be tested.
When I received that phone call from my mom saying, you need to call your dad, I was like, for what? What's going on? He was like, well, your dad's in the hospital. And now we don't really know how far along he's gonna make it.
So DJ immediately called and quickly learned his father had been diagnosed with kidney disease.
My dad basically had been sitting on the couch for 2 or 3 months, essentially just rotting away.
I could hear the pain in his voice because there was that uncertainty.
Never in my life would I have imagined having love for somebody who wasn't always there, but I felt connected to. And the last thing I want is for anybody to have to go through what he had to go through in his life. I reached out.
It really woke me up from where I was to want to be there with him. You can make a choice. Either you can sit and you can feel sorry for yourself and have this whole woe is me attitude, or you can live. And to me, I've chose to live.
Me and my father's last name has a lot of meaning to it. On one side you have the dirt, the hurt, the turmoil, and then on the other side you see how far God can bring a family and how far God can work.